Hello, Sigmas, and welcome back to today's episode of Byzantium. In today's episode, we will be looking at the aftermath of the fall of Constantinople. In previous episodes, we have looked at the founding, the Golden Age, the decline, and the fall of the Byzantine Empire. Today's episode, as stated earlier, will be about the aftermath. Immediately after the fall of Constantinople in 1453, Mehmed II granted his soldiers 3 days to plunder the city, and he promised them, in accordance with the customs of the time. By noon, the city streets were filled with blood. The Turks looted houses, impaled women and children, destroyed churches, tore icons from their frames and books from their bindings. All that remained of the imperial palace were the walls. Byzantium's most sacred icon, the Ha was cut into 4 pieces and destroyed. The most monstrous events took place in the church of the Hagia Sophia. The morning service was already underway at that point, and then the people there heard the maddening conquerors approaching. The bronze doors slammed shut, but the Turks smashed them in and entered the Christian temple. The poorer and less attractive-looking ones were killed on the spot by the Turks. The rest were taken to a Turkish camp, where they remained to await their sentence. Soldiers fought over the possession of some of the spoils of war, and on the 3rd day of conquest, Mehmed II ordered all looting to stop and issued a proclamation to all Christians who had avoided capture or who had been ransomed could return to their homes without molestation, although many had no homes to return to, and there were many more that had been captive and not ransomed. Byzantine historian George Schrantes, an eyewitness to the fall of Constantinople, described the actions of the Sultan. Quote, "On the 3rd day after the fall of our city, the Sultan celebrated his victory with a great joyful triumph. He issued a proclamation. The citizens of all ages who had managed to escape detection were to leave their hiding places throughout the city and come out into the open, as they were to remain free and no question would be asked. He further declared the restoration of houses and property to those who had abandoned our city before the siege. If they returned home, they would be treated according to their rank and religion, as if nothing had changed." End quote. Mehmed himself knocked over and trampled on the altar of the Hagia Sophia. He then ordered a muezzin to ascend the pulpit and sound a prayer. This prayer would convert the Hagia Sophia into a mosque, but they allowed the Greek Orthodox Church to remain intact, and they appointed Gennadius Scholarius as the Patriarch of Constantinople. The fall of Constantinople also shocked many Europeans, who viewed it as a catastrophic event for their civilization. Many feared that other European Christian kingdoms would suffer the same fate as Constantinople. 2 possible responses emerged amongst the humanists and the churchmen of that era: crusade or dialogue. Pope Pius II strongly advocated for another crusade, while the German Nicholas Ragusa supported engaging in a dialogue with the Ottomans. In the past, we received our wounds in Asia and Africa, in foreign countries. This time, however, we are being attacked in Europe, in our own land, in our own house. You will protest that the Turks moved from Asia to Greece a long time ago, that the Mongols established themselves in Europe, and the Arabs occupied part of Spain, having approached through the Straits of Gibraltar. We have never lost a city or a place comparable to Constantinople." End quote by Pope Pius II. Constantine, the leader of the Byzantines at the time, had died without producing the heir, and had Constantinople not fallen, he would have been succeeded by many others. But, however, since Constantinople did fall, the oldest boy named Murad became a personal favorite of Mehmed. The oldest boy being Murad, the oldest boy, was probably the child of his deceased elder brother, who were then taken into the palace and put in the service of Mehmed II. Murad was a personal favorite of Mehmed and served as the governor-general of the Balkans. The younger son, who was renamed to Nasir Pasha, became admiral of the Ottoman fleet and governor of Gallipoli. With the capture of Constantinople, Mehmed II had acquired his new capital. The loss of the city, though, was also a crippling blow to Christianity, and exposed the Christian West to a vigorous and aggressive foe in the East. Christian reconquest of Constantinople remained a goal in Western Europe for many years after its fall to the Ottoman Empire. There were even rumors of Constantine's survival and subsequent rescue by an angel led many to hope that the city would one day return to Christian hands. However, up until now, that is still not the case.